Fourth year English, lecture number 4, topic the old man and the sea. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Fourth year class, how are you all students? I hope you all fine with the blessing of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Dear students, I say welcome to all of you in my class, and let's start our today's topic. As you know that beta, we are studying our novel, that is The Old Man and the Sea, and previously beta we read that the old man remained unlucky for 84 days because he could not able to catch a fish. Okay, so the boy who was with him, he also left him because his parents forced him to leave the old man because he was unlucky. But still he loved the old man, and whenever he gets time, he visits to the old man. Okay? Okay beta. Now there is a conversation between the boy and the old man is going on. So what do you have to eat? The boy asked. आपके पास खाने के लिए क्या है? लड़के ने पूछा. A pot of yellow rice with fish. Do you want some? No, I will eat at home. Do you want me to make the fire? No, I will make it later on. Or I may eat the rice cold. May I take the cast net? Of course. There was no cast net, and the boy remembered when they had sold it, but they went through. Okay beta, now the old man said that he would eat pot of yellow rice with fish. It's mean, as we knew that the boy said that these things were not actually present, but they were just thinking about it, and they were talking about for, you can say, spending their time. Okay, so there was no cast net, and the boy remembered when they had sold it. Cast net beta, the net that is used to throw in the sea, ठीक है, जो कि fish पकड़ने के लिए use होता है. When they had sold it, but they went through. This fiction every day. Fiction mean an imaginary thing, an imaginary idea. Okay, so they went through this fiction every day. Daily जो है बेटा वो इस पे बात करते. There was no pot of yellow rice and fish, and the boy knew this too. Okay, so 85 is a lucky number. The old man said, how would you like to see me bring one in that dressed out over 1,000 pounds? I'll get the cast net and go for sardines. Will you sit in the sun in the doorway? Now beta, 85 is a lucky number. Now the old man is still hopeful, okay, that 85 is a lucky number. It's mean today was the 85th day, and he did not lose his heart, and he had hope that today he would be able to catch a fish, because he went into the sea every day with this hope that today would be his lucky day and he would be able to catch a fish. Yes, I have yesterday's paper and I will read the baseball. The boy did not know whether yesterday's paper was a fiction too, but the old man brought it from under the bed. Okay beta, now he's talking about yesterday's paper, and the boy, he was not aware that whether it was fiction too or not, कि वो भी शायद ख्याली है जो yesterday's old paper है या नहीं, ठीक है. But the old man brought it out from under the bed. लेकिन old man जो है वो उसको बेड के नीचे से निकाल लेता. That's mean it was real. Perico gave it to me at the bodega. He explained. Bodega beta, bodega is a wine shop, ठीक है, the shop where they get wine, and Perico is the name of the owner of that shop. Okay, so Perico gave it to me at the bodega. He explained, I will be back when I have the sardines. I will keep yours and mine together on ice, and we can share them in the morning. Now beta, the little boy is saying that Perico gave it to me at the bodega. He explained. The old man said to the boy that he got a newspaper from Perico, and I will be back when I have the sardines. जब मुझे sardines मिल जाएंगी, sardines I told you yesterday बेटा, they are the little fish which are used for a bat. ठीक है, जो एक चारा के तौर पे इस्तेमाल की जाती है बड़ी फिश को फांसने के लिए. So I'll keep yours and mine together on ice. कहते हैं कि मैं आइस में उनको आइस में रखा जाता था. जब उनको ज़रूरत होती थी बेटा तो उसको जो है वो समंदर में फेंकते थे. On ice, and we can share them in the morning, और हम इनको शेयर कर लेंगे, आपस में बांट लेंगे. When I come back, you can tell me about the baseball. The Yankees cannot lose. Okay बेटा, Yankees जो है the American team है of baseball, so they are talking about it. But I fear the Indians of Cleveland. Okay, so Indian of the Cleveland is also the name of place, city, and the Indians of Cleveland के जो रहने वाले Indians हैं उनके बारे में मुझे थोड़ा सा डर है. Mean to say they are talking about the baseball teams. Okay beta, I fear both the Tigers of Detroit and the Indians of Cleveland. Be careful on your will fear even the Reds of Cincinnati and the White Sox of Chicago. Beta, they are talking Cincinnati and Chicago and the Cleveland, Detroit. They all are the names of different cities with which the different teams belonged, of teams of baseball. You study it and tell me when I come back. Do you think we should buy a terminal of the lottery with an 85? Tomorrow is the... Okay, now you're saying that terminal means last figure. Shows, and beta it shows the optimism of old man, okay, of the seaman. He's saying that, do you think we should buy a terminal of the lottery with an 85? Tomorrow is the 85th day. Tomorrow is the 85th day. We can do that, the boy said. But what about the 87 of your great record? कहते कि तुमने एक दफ़ा 87 का भी तो record किया था ना? So, it could not happen twice. Do you think you can find an 85? Okay? So कहते कि दोबारा तो नहीं हो सकता. Do you think you can find an 85? क्या तुम्हारा ख्याल है कि तुम 85 ढूंढ लोगे या तुम इसको पा लोगे? I can order one sheet. That's $2.50. Who can we borrow that from? हम कहाँ से इसको लेंगे? One sheet, that's $2.50. Okay, that's easy. I can always borrow $2.50. I think perhaps I can too, but I try not to borrow. First you borrow, then you beg. It is a very deep thought, beta. First you borrow, then you beg. Mean to say, if you are penniless, you have nothing with you, and if you starting borrow from other people, so one day there will be a day when you starting begging for it. So be independent. Keep warm, old man, the boy said. Remember, we are in September. So he said that keep warm, old man. Try to warm yourself, old man, because don't forget that this is September, the month when the great fish come, the old man said. Anyone can be a fisherman in May. कहते कि ये वो महीना है, the month when the great fish come, and the great fish would come in the sea. So the old man said, anyone can be fisherman in May. May में तो कोई भी fisherman बन जाता है, because there are a lot of fish in the sea in May. I go now for the sardines, the boy said. When the boy came back, the old man was asleep in the chair and the sun was down. Sun was down means the sun was setting and the old man was sleeping in his chair. The boy took the old man's army blanket off the bed and spread it over the back of the chair and over the old man's shoulders. Now he spread a blanket over the old man's shoulder. They were strange shoulders, still powerful although very old, and the neck was still strong too. And the creases did not show so much when the old man was asleep and his head fallen forward. And now beta he's saying that his creases mean wrinkles, okay? So they were strong shoulders, strange shoulders. The shoulders of the beta, they were quite strange and still powerful, very powerful the. Although very old, and the neck was still strong too. And the creases mean wrinkles. उसकी जो wrinkles से झुर्रियाँ पड़ी हुई थी, did not show so much when the old man was asleep. और जब वो सो रहा होता तो उसके wrinkles ज़्यादा show नहीं होते थे. And his head fallen forward, उसका सर जो है वो आगे की तरफ गिरा हुआ था. His shirt had been patched so many times that it was like the sail and the patches were faded to many different shades by the sun. It means beta he was a very poor fisherman because the shirt he was wearing, it was full of patches. Different patches बेटा उसके ऊपर लगे हुए थे, so many times that it was like the sail, कि वो ऐसा लगता था जैसे एक sail है. And the patches were faded, और जो patches थे बेटा they had got faded, वो तो faded हो चुके थे, fade हो चुके थे. जैसे बेटा वो आप कह सकते हैं कि उसका रंग उड़ जाता है, ठीक है, किसी कपड़े का. Too many different shades by the sun, and they were giving different shades in the sun. The old man's head was very old though, and with his eyes closed, there was no life in his face. बेटा जब उसकी eyes closed होती, it seemed that there was no life on that face. The newspaper lay across his knees, and the weight of his arm held it there in the evening breeze. He was barefooted. No, beta, he was barefooted. It means that the old man was living a life of poverty because he had no money to buy even shoes for him. The boy left him there, and when he came back, the old man was still asleep. "Wake up, old man," the boy said, and put his hand on one of the old man's knees. और उसके बेटा हाथ जो है उसकी नीज पे रख देता है. The old man opened his eyes, and for a moment he was coming back from a long way away. Then he smiled. It means he was dreaming something. "What have you got?" he asked. "Supper," said the boy. "We are going to have supper." कहता है मैंने तो खाना खाया है, ठीक है, एंड अब हम खाना खाने जा रहे हैं. ओके बेटा, I hope you have well understood. And beta, one thing I will tell you that I wouldn't explain it word to word, and I wouldn't give you a translation of the text, because translation is not given in your paper, and I just explain it for your understanding, so that you may be able to you can say answer the questions that are asked by the examiner from this novel. So beta, your understanding of the text is so much necessary, because questions are asked from your novel. Okay beta, so I hope you have well understood. And beta, if you find any problem, you may ask me, and inshallah I will explain you. I will try to make clear the difficulties and your problems wherever you find. Okay beta, till tomorrow's lecture, stay blessed and Allah Hafiz.